Hi guys, it's Nancy, and I'm here to do another idea for the big book of ideas. So got my Sizzix Big Shot out. Please do not cutting mat shame me. Clearly we need to be replaced, but not yet. All right, so I had this inspiration and it's completely gone out of my head. Who inspired me? I've seen this. I'm looking at it on Pinterest, but I've seen this on Instagram, and I know the person who did this, but I can't think of who she is right now. I will figure it out. Anyway, so what she has made is little pouches with a book page and a clear front. So I have made like a ton of those this morning. So I have used rag paper from an old 1800s book, and then a piece of thin plasticky kind of stuff for the front. I stitched around it. So I used a die, this one, but I cut off the flaps. I didn't need this part. I didn't need this part. And then for the front, the clear part, I just punched this side, cut this side. So no waste. And then I got out my other pouchy thing. This is a Timmy Holtz. So I did the back as book page and the front out of the acrylic. Just used a little bit of glue to adhere it, and then stitched it. Stitched and inked. But then I had a brainwave. Something that's been on my mind recently. I used white paper and negatives. Same deal. I cut the negative using one of the dies. But what I want to show you is that you don't need a die to make this. So let's get that out of our way. And it also means that excuse me, we'll reach for paper. Doesn't matter what size we use or what the orientation is. So this one is clearly landscape because it's a landscape. Let's use this little cutie. So I am just going to grab some scissors and roughly cut out. Doesn't matter. I just don't want to use the whole piece of paper. Okay. And in order to make this usable, I'm going to punch a little half circle up at the top. And grab my glue. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to sew that now. All right, there's that done. I'm just going to turn this over, pull my threads to the back so I can tie knots. left over right, and then right over left. Okay, now I'm going to trim off the extra paper. I can fold that down, and I can either use my corner rounder, or I have another little tool somewhere. This one. Okay. Clearly we need some ink. You also need to press the stitches down flat. I've got walnut ink here. Okay. So there's a little pouchy. Kind of scary looking. Let's do some decorating. So I pulled out some Tim Holtz stuff and lots of scraps here and stuff like that there. Okay, so this one, I think we'll see what little bits are in here. Something brighter than that. Okay. Ink. No, we weren't using you. I was counting down the days left of my vacation. I've only got 4 days left, and I'm starting to get stressed about it. Changed my mind about the butterfly. I'm gonna get this mushroom, I think. Nope, that's dumb. Stick with the butterfly. Yeah. And I was thinking, am I at the regular office on the Monday, or do I have to go to here? Perfect. Okay. Now, this one, since I've got this big mushroom thing out, I'm going to put this in the pocket. Ooh, I got another idea. Put that in the pocket. And let's see, do I have a label? Yep. Okay. No. I've got my stamps out here. I think I like it. I do have plans at some point to make a journal featuring mushrooms. Okay. And let's find a tiny paper clip. Oh, there they are. Got this piece of string here. Okay. This one, I'm just going to put a big stamp in it. Nice. set myself a timer. I was only going to spend 15 minutes decorating. Okay, I like that. This one. Is there anything floral in here? Ooh, I like that. Look at that. That's a perfect color. Yep. Okay. This one's got a farmer on it. Just having a swallow of my coffee while I think. Tear that a bit apart. No. Okay. Just making that look a little more grungy. Now, what can I use from my own stash? Got some postage stamps here. was a big boy. I'm not sure why I'm struggling so much with this. Get in there. Now. Where's my tweezers? Got this little label from a vintage handkerchief. Yep. I do like that. And nice. What am I going to do with this old babe? A little bit of this tape stuff. Oh, my 15 minutes is up. I stopped looking. Okay, I have this dry flower. This one says, I know that I am home. edge of that flower up so that I can put this underneath. There we go. All right, so I'll continue to work at these. Okay, so I'll show you some of the, I'll give you a closer look at ones that I did off camera. So this first one, I just put a miniature paper clip there with some thread. This is a die cut from the same paper that I used for these ones. Added a little tiny metal corner here and a couple of labels. This one, I put a stamp in. I'll put this with my Jane Austen stuff. Added a dried little daisy there and a little specimen. Here, I added several different dried flowers, a couple of Timmy bits, and added a little eyelet and some black ribbon. I think the rest of them, oh, this one I added some antique lace at the bottom, and this is a stamp. It says Claude Monet. These ones we did together. I think. So let's put one in the big book. I want to use one that has a photo. I think I'll use this one. No, maybe I'll use this one. Okay. Pencil. Pencil, pencil, pencil. June 23rd. Photo negative pouch. And let's glue it down. I'm just putting glue on two sides, so this can be an up tuck. And I'm going to say inspired by Elaine. At the teacher's table. Oh, I need more room. Pretty sure it's at the teacher's table crafts. on Instagram. All right, so I can tuck a little piece of paper up there. Another great project. I really enjoyed that. And so pleased to have figured out something to do with these photo negatives. You take care. Have a great rest of your day. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.